Heyo, what is up, my beloved hashtag champions fam? It's the bad guy, the omni villain, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new WWE Champions video, and we are here today with some brand new exclusive WWE Champions gameplay on none other than December 2019's Christmas Chaos free-to-play champion of the month to conclude the year of 2019, and none other than the very first legend female champion, Showboat legend Wendi Richter, rock and wrestling. So let's go ahead and dive right into it and check out her specs. Rocking the 80s hair with some flair. Let's check out her moves. First, we have the finisher, the powerbomb, which is going to be dealing 22.5k damage and destroying random green gems before pinning the opponent. Then we have the arm wrench yank, dealing 19k damage and making random yellow gems into multiplied gems with the strength of 3. Following that, we have the forearm club, dealing 16.8 damage and making random gems into yellow gems. Following that, concluding this, we are going to have the arm drag. The arm drag is going to deal 9k damage and make random silence gems into multiplied gems with the strength of 3. And her last two moves, the leg drop, is going to deal 22.8k damage, allowing you to choose yellow gems to destroy, as well as the scoop slam, dealing 20k damage and making random black gems into green gems. So if you haven't noticed already, she is basically a female Showboat variation of modern era acrobat Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, another free-to-play champion from the past. So we basically have a Showboat variation. More health, as you can see, 500k health right there, but might be taking a little steep slope when it comes to the damage wise, but she's still going to be able to cycle like none other. Her trainer ability is easy. As soon as you unlock her, she's going to be improving the damage of both red and purple gems. And that goes all the way up to 9k. So she'll start off 3% to both of those, goes up to 5%, 7%, 10%, 15%. And once she is at 5k, 3-star silver, that's the 15% margin. And at 9k, 4-star bronze, they go up to 20% more damage. Now, one thing that does have me intrigued about this is, like, let's say you have characters that utilize specialty gems and they get bonus damage for those specialty gems, like silence gems and botch gems, for instance. If you put her on one of those type of champions and you make those colored gems, those specialty gems, and having her on that champion, I'm wondering if you get a double stack in damage. Y'all get back to me on that. It's literally just making me think about guys like Tech Bret Hart, as well as new face of America Kevin Owens with their bonus damage for different types of specialty gems. So this does have me intrigued to think, like, well, if I made a bunch of silence gems out of red and purple gems, would I get the boost from the silence gem damage as well as the boost from the gems themselves if I put Wendi on them? That's just me thinking out of the box. But when it comes to her links, she only has the legend era link. Gems do 10% more damage. She does not have a gear, but she does look good representing the 80s style, the hair bands and all. But we're going to see what she can do. This is some 4-star gold gameplay. By the time you see this video, I will no longer have her on my account, so I'm going to have to earn her the same way as each and every single one of you. Now, the build I'm going to come out right out of the gate with is what I was talking about earlier, Jeff Hardy. We're going to use the powerbomb finisher. That's going to allow us to cycle the 2 greens. We have the leg drop, allowing us to choose those yellow gems, which we will make into multiply gems with the arm wrench yank. So basically, it's going to be a cycling build. And just like Jeff Hardy, what we would do here is we have Steel for green MP, and then we have Matt Hardy to amplify those multiply gems strength, increasing it by 2. So instead of multiply gems of strength of 3, we have multiply gems with the strength of 5. Now, granted, there's also another way to run her here, because we could easily put somebody on here, Attitude Era Showboat DDP, to destroy more yellow gems. Or we could put Cesaro on here, Technician Cesaro, so we could destroy more green gems. So there's many ways to run her, and we're going to go right out of the gate. We're going to start off with a match against Ronda Rousey, striker, goddess, and queen. So we will be right back as soon as the match begins. And here we are, first match. We're going to play around with a couple builds, see what we can do with her. As you all know, she is a free-to-play champion. She's going to be the free-to-play champion of this MLC. Don't know who the prize wall champion is going to be. Don't know who the mega superstar champions are going to be as of yet, but we're going to go ahead and check it out. Now, we got lucky with this board right here. We were able to get the Zawal Cardo with the yellow, so we were able to stack that up, and she's basically locked and loaded right here. So there's a couple ways to go about this. We can easily hit the finisher to just do some early damage if we wish, and we're probably just going to go ahead and do that just to showcase what it can do. So we'll do the power bomb because we already got the 2 cycle moves ready to go, rearing to go, and we'll see what happens here, and we'll rock it out and see. But y'all let me know in the comments below what you think of Wendi Richter. I honestly don't know much about her because she was before my time. So I truly do not know what to really say about her, but we're about to find out what she can do. We're going to go ahead and do this arm wrench yank. So we're going to boost up these yellows right here. There we go. And then we also have this right here to deal some damage, and we're going to destroy some yellows here. Now, hopefully, what we can do is use that wild card. Hopefully. There we go. We got the wild card here. We're going to use that again for additional damage. We're going to get some more greens down on the board so we can destroy those and cycle again. So she's getting the damage done. She's putting in the work. Ronda's going to kick out. She's a striker. It was bound to happen. And we might get taken out with the submission. More than likely, yeah, she's going to go for a submission. So that's not surprising right there. But it is what it is. We've already seen the moves that she utilized in this build. We're going to take this red right here. There are some yellows that they want us to take, but we're going to do our best not to use them. We're going to take away her colors. We're going to just see what we can do. So, all right, we got that right there. And we're going to get it back. She's going to move up, get closer to her green. She's going to try to cycle it out again. And now we're going to go ahead and hit the finisher again. We're going to destroy those greens again. So remember, Showboat DDP for destroying yellow gems or Cesaro Tech to destroy green gems. She's going to work perfectly fine. But being that she is a Showboat and Showboats are high in health but low when it comes to damage, having Matt Hardy would help benefit her a lot. It would help her out a ton. And as you can see, we're dealing with a lot of damage. We're dealing with a boatload of damage here, but we're going to do our best to get out of it. We definitely do not want to mess this up, but here we go. We messed it up anyway. But we got another yellow. We're going to utilize the arm wrench yank again. All right, we're going to amplify it again, and we're going to get the finish. We're going to get the finish on Ronda like that. So, you know, unlike Jeff is usually more fluent with getting the match done. Like, she obviously has a lot of potential. There's going to be a couple more builds we're going to play around with, but she did get max loot on here for us. Wow, what happened to your eyes, Wendi? We are not even going to edit that out. Y'all saw what we just saw. It is what it is. Glitches happen from time to time. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. How are y'all feeling about the medals, the straps that have been implemented? So, by all means, this is going to be a discussion video as we talk and display Wendi Richter. Now, we're going to be back with another build, so stay tuned. We're going to play around with her a little bit more and see what she can do fully. We got a couple more builds. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. Now we're back for another build. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different. We're going up against the class disadvantage against an acrobat. This time, we're still going to be running the power bomb, but this time we're doubling up on the blue. We're going to have the forearm club, which is going to be dealing damage and making random gems into yellow gems. And we have the scoop slam dealing damage and making random black gems into green gems. So keep this in mind if you do decide to go up against Ronda again, because you will be able to not really utilize it in a sense because you would be able to get the finisher off, but Ronda uses that green so she can get her submission off faster as well. So you really want to play smart when you're using this build. Now, granted, depending on how the board's going to be against an acrobat, blue is usually their go-to color, but we doubling up. They're low in move charge, so we're going to be able to get them both off at the same time. But honestly, you would go for the forearm club first so you can get the power bomb off first. And then once you have enough yellow so you can get the power bomb, you want to hit the scoop slam so then you can hit the power bomb and destroy those green gems that you put down. So forearm club, then scoop slam once you have your finisher loaded up, and then power bomb to destroy those green gems on the board. To make this happen this time around, one, we're going to have Jerry the King Lawler for blue MP. We're going to have Dolph Ziggler Showboat so we can generate more yellow gems. And then we have Brutus the Barber Beefcake because we're going up against Naomi with that annoying submission. So we're going to, reduce the amount of turns that are going to be in this one. So we're going to go into it, get ready, gear up for another one, and we will be back shortly once the match is about to begin. And we are at it again. Now, I want to make sure that you all know this. I have no perks active whatsoever, and I'm not using props this time around. This is literally just showing you what's going on in normal gameplay. Obviously, when you have different boosts involved, of course, you are going to have different, pros and cons, especially if you got medals and if you got straps equipped to help boost your champions even further. But right now, we have no perks on Wendi at all. Remember, she's going to be the free-to-play champion for this MLC. We got a Zawal Cardo right here. Hopefully, she's okay. She's going to use that red. That's cool. She's got plenty of reds on the board to get that submission off. So here we go. Now, we hit that forearm club, so we made those yellows, right? And now, like I said, we have the finisher loaded, but now we're going to hit the scoop slam so we could turn random black gems into green gems, and there's plenty of them here. So now we're going to go ahead and do this right there, and we're going to hit this finisher. Now, granted, we don't have a move to cycle with those greens, but it's basically additional damage. So the first build, I personally think, is a better build, but we're playing around to see what we can do with her. Now, we got this doggone submission about to come up, and there aren't any real colors on here for us to utilize at the moment, so we're going to try our best to pass the time. Now, with the reduction with Brutus the Barber Beefcake on here, a legend helping her out, this is going to be key. I actually enjoy the idea that she's actually one of the few champions that I've noticed where her era category is actually helping her because of the different MPs and Steel and Lawler. They're actually able to benefit her in these situations due to them also being legends as well. So I actually enjoy that idea of a champion being assisted by their respective eras and classes. Now she's going to go and stack that up again. It's going to shuffle the board again, and we actually got a unique scenario right here. We are going to actually go ahead. We're going to take the blue so we can cycle again. Hopefully that finisher's going to be there. We're just going to show what she can do. If we lose, we lose. It kind of is what it is. But we're just going to show what she can do properly and thoroughly. We're going to take those heal gems because we want to save those yellows and we want to save that blue match. So we're just going to see what we can do. We reduced it, so she isn't going to do that much to us. We just got to see what the board's going to offer up to us, because we got a lot to look at here. So we're going to take that yellow there. Now we're going to get our blue again so we can get everything loaded up again. Because, again, the arm wrench yank, then you want to do the scoop slam, and then finally the power bomb. So little time consistent, but again, I'm not running any perks. So let me know what y'all think at the end of this video, what you really think about our girl Wendi here. I'm going to take this red right out of the gate because, quite frankly, I don't need that in my life. So here we go again, the forearm club. So we're going to take that down. We're going to get those, we'll get a good wild card. We got another good wild card. We're going to get that excess damage, and that's what you're going to look for. Random champions are always fun because sometimes you get bored to choose champions. That's just me personally. I get it. A lot of people like to dictate where things go and where things fall. That's cool. It is what it is. It's whatever. But ultimately, I still feel that you want to have different play style for different situations. Some random gem champions are just fun to use, even if you like to be in control all the time. So we're going to go ahead this time and hit the power bomb. Her submission is nowhere close to being done, so we are going to be able to cycle again. We're going to get that additional damage, and this is definitely not a build that you would use during a feud, and especially considering that this is Christmas Chaos, December 19th, 2019's MLC. There will more than likely be a female feud, so be ready, because now we're going to have Chyna in the mix. We're going to have Trish Stratusfaction in the mix. So you really want to tread lightly moving forward, because there's some broken female champions in here, especially with Zombie Paige, Zawal Cardo. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need right there. Okay, cool. Zombie Paige, Trish Stratusfaction, Ronda Rousey, even Lita, Tech waifu, okay? Extreme tech waifu. That's someone else to truly consider. Now we're going to look around this board, see what we have here. Okay. We really don't have much to work with in this moment, so we're going to hit the finisher again. That's another 22k damage out of the gate, plus destroying those gems. She's going to have a couple matches here. We're going to see where everything falls. So, all right, so she got that. Oh, see, this is the downside about certain things, because I want to use that blue, but I don't want to get it just for me to get hit with that submission. We're not going to get a 3-star on this match. And I apologize if this is taking long, but it is what it is. You got to know the strong points and the weak points of a champion before you fully invest in them. Like, for instance, I personally was a fan of co-owner Ric Flair. I really enjoyed him. I think that he's one of the best striker free-to-play champions that we've gotten in a while, since 6. So, he's a beast. He's a monster. He's a problem. But when it comes to Wendi, I feel that it's good that we are getting another female champion, because the women need an expansion. They need that love and appreciation for sure. There's no getting around that. They definitely need more love when it comes to the champion, the amount of female champions in the game right now. There's no denying that. But I also feel that Showboats, after finding out the godliness of Slick Rick, Duggan, characters like that, they're one of those champion classes, I have to say, outside of having a lot of health, it's kind of hard to find a real top tier Showboat. I mean, there's a couple, don't get me wrong, my boy Matt Hardy, Duggan, as I mentioned, Slick Rick, Dusty Rhodes is fun to use from what I've heard and from what I understand, but it's still a thing of, yes, high health, because they're tanks, but when it comes to their damage, unless you got that, them floating around a multiply gem move or something, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really stand by them. But we're going to run another build, the final build that I feel that's intriguing to me at least. And make sure to check out all the other YouTube champions creators content as well. They're going to be dropping gameplay videos throughout the day. I hope you enjoy it all, but we're going to do one more build that I think's pretty fun with Wendi, and then we'll be out of here with our final thoughts on her. So stay tuned. All right, y'all. There's 2 more builds actually I want to display, and this is going to be the first one, because although, as of right now, in my opinion, she's not the best free-to-play champion when it comes to like damage and speed-wise. Again, remember, I'm not using any perks when I'm doing this run. However, one thing that she legitimately does have that I like is she has a versatile moveset. So we're going to run this moveset. We're going to still keep the finisher. We're going to now implement the leg drop, allowing us to choose yellow gems to destroy, and the forearm club, so that we can get those yellows on the board. So trainers, this time around, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have Lawler still on here for blue MP, so we can get those yellows down on the board. Then we have the leg drop, of course, to destroy yellow gems. So you can use DDP on here. You can use DDP to destroy more yellows. Then we have Dolph Ziggler, of course, on here to generate those yellows, to guarantee us more yellows on the board, so we can do a yellow match as well as destroy excess yellows to get the finisher off. And we have Brutus on here once again to reduce submission turns. So we're going to go ahead and do this run. We'll be right back once the match is started, and we will see what she can do against second generation Flair and Charlotte herself. Let's see if Rockin' Wrestling has what it takes to dethrone the Queen. And here we are, y'all. We're getting ready to go into this next match. We're going to go up against another heavy hitter of the female subcategory. So let's see what she can do against Charlotte, a fellow Showboat. So we got the Zoal Cardo right out of the gate. That's always a good look. Now, what we're going to do here is we're actually going to get our green loaded up too. We're going to get things in proper order. Now, obviously, Charlotte's going to use the yellows so she can escape the pin. She's going to have another one set. Oh, she went for the green. That's fine. That's absolutely fine with us. We're going to take care of that. Now, we're going to hit this right here and see if we can get another Zoal Cardo or something that's going to load up and help us out. So, we got a Zoal Cardo, and we got that loaded up. And we got the green next to where it needs to be. So we're going to hit this finisher. We're going to hit the finisher, the power bomb. We're going to destroy some greens, get that loaded up again. We got a blue down there. She doesn't use it. She's got the yellow. Okay. So we're going to see how this board falls. She might either go with the blue or the green this time around. She took our green. That's absolutely fine. Now we're going to go ahead and load up. We're going to destroy these yellow gems. Right here, we're going to destroy those. That shouldn't initiate anything. All right. Now we're going to break this purple, get that 4-row. We're going to get this additional damage in as well. Going to continue to window her down. Now, I love when you come across champions that can utilize 3 different colors, just like, when you're running your 2-star champions, like in the good old days, because there's some champions that don't necessarily have to run one mono color and double up on 2 other colors. Some champions actually are pretty good when you can, use different color builds. And this is what I'm loving about Wendi when I'm playing with her, is that she doesn't have to, she's very versatile when it comes to MPs. You could put Akam on her to get your finisher sooner. You can run Steel. You can run Lawler. So that's something to me that is very, very important to remember when you're using her. There's going to be multiple ways. So you can't sit back and say, oh, I can't use her because I don't have this or that one. It's literally a thing of you could come up with a plethora of combinations to get the job done. Like, we're doing multitudes of additional damage on her to window Charlotte down even more. Our health's still pretty high. It's still pretty solid. She has yet to get off that finisher yet. So we are in a good place. Now, granted, right now, she can easily take out our blue move. And so, do I want to use the blue move right now? I actually don't. I want to hold on to it. And even if I get into the submission, it's only going to last for a certain amount of turns. But I'm still going to be able to have a better chance of getting it off later on. And luckily, that's what the case is going to be. She's going to hit me with the submission. But there's other things going on here that will be allowing me to salvage my moves and my opportunities. So we're going to utilize these gems over here on the sideline. We're going to go ahead and do that. All right. Now we have one more. We're going to take this right here because we can easily see what's happening. All right. They really want to get us with that one. They really want to get us with that, but I don't want to get rid of those greens. Got to see where the board's going to fall. Okay. So now we're going to move forward. It goes back to the yellows. The yellows are back in full effect, but we got the yellows too. So there we go. And we got our blue again. That's good. That's good. So here we go. We're going to load up again and get that finisher off. We're steady getting closer and closer. And she's dealing with a lot. Like, as you can see, going up against another Showboat, the damage is not all that. It isn't all that, but this should be the icing on the cake right here. If this finisher doesn't finish her off, then we're still going to be good to go because we're going to be able to get a good cycle off in a few more turns. So she's down to low health. Is she going to kick out? She is not. So easy clap on that. Easy clap. And we still were able to took long, Yes, it did. We were dealing with a submission type champion in Charlotte Flair, and this is another reason as to why Charlotte's one of the best females in the game. Her, Paige, Ronda, I mean, even free to play Showboat Becky, the Irish Last Kicker. Submission the champions still have their benefits. Best believe that. If I have to choose between these two, man, I still like the Irish Last Kicker, Becky Lynch, but again, the versatility that comes with Wendi is something that cannot be denied. We're going to do one more run, and we'll finish it with my final thoughts as I'm talking to you throughout the next match. And then y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all think of our soon-to-be next free-to-play champion. And we are here to finish this out the right way, the proper way. Once again, we're going to go toe-to-toe. Class advantage this time against one of the best females in the game up to this day and time, regardless of the release of China, Stratisfaction, and Scream For Me Zombie Page, Ronda Rousey. Now, this is the last build that I found that I like to use with Wendi Richter right here. And this one, again, we're doing a different setup. We got the powerbomb destroying green gems, but this time we got the arm wrench yank, turning those yellow gems that we create with the forearm club into gems with multiplied gem strength of 3. But this time around, we're still going to stick to it. We still got our guy Dolph Ziggler on here for gem generation to make sure we get it there. And then we have our man's right here, Jerry the King Lawler for Blue MP. And once more, we have Brutus the Barber Beefcake. But honestly, y'all, just because we're here, and I got to be reasonable about this. I got to think about this. I could put Matt Hardy on here. So what we're actually going to do is, I usually don't do this. We're going to go down to gem modifier, and we're going to put Matt on. We're going to put Matt on because, truth be told, there's no need to having the excess yellow gems on here for it if we can get the multiplied gems like straightened out with the strength, because that's going to allow us to cycle that finisher even easier. So we're going to go ahead and do it like this. But again, you saw that Dolph Ziggler could have easily been another option to help cycle everything through. So let's get this match started, and we'll hop into our final round. And here we are, y'all. This is the last bout of this video. I know it's been a long one. Usually I try to keep them short, sweet, and brief to the point, but we got to just check out the full versatility of this champion here and now. So we're going to take our blue, start that out right out of the gate. We got a yellow. I know Ronda's going to go for that black, so that there's nothing to worry about right there. We're going to go ahead and get our green. We're going to load up on that. We're going to get that there. She's going to take oh, she didn't go after her black. I'm actually surprised. But as you can see, she's going to get that submission off real quick. And we're just going to load up the board with some yellows. Unfortunately, this ain't going the way that I thought it was going to go, because I was going to try to see if we could get everything done in a full-blown spec. So we're going to take that red right there, and we're going to try to work the board so we can keep that yellow, drop that blue down, maybe, because we could take the yellow down there, we could take the L there, but we don't have to wait that long. So we're going to go ahead, move that forward. All right. So, I'm loving it. We're going to take our yellow again so we can get that finisher to destroy those greens. Now, she's going to be able to destroy those gems, and we know how the AI is going to be. She's going to go after the black instead of considering her greens. So we got those. There we go. We loaded up on that. She took that out. So now she's going to start putting in that work. Oh, she's getting fully loaded this time around. Sometimes the AI can be fickle. Quite fickle. So we're going to see what happens, because she can destroy those 2 black gems down there, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's the one pro about having a Showboat. They're tanks, but after they get past a certain margin, yeah, it's going to be more difficult to get out of the pen. But at the moment, we're still good. We're still okay. All right, we're dealing with that right there. We got a bunch of colors that we do not need. So we're going to take that. Oh, Lord, why are you doing this to me, baby? All right, here we go. Then we are going to move that there. We got a Zawal Cardo is a wild card though. Now we just gotta look around and see if we can do anything that's beast mode that won't allow us to lose it. So we got that, and we have that. Oh, and then they had to do that Jiminy Cricket crap right there. All right, but it's all good. It's all good. She's going to take that away. She's going to try to load that up again. So here we're going to hit this, the arm wrench yank. Boom. As you can see, we're losing a ton of health right now. But this is all for the content. This is all for the content. So let's hope that we get some yellows that land somewhere cool. Groovy. Yeah. We got that loaded up, and we got okay, that's beast mode. That's what we needed. That's definitely what we needed right there. She also took out one of her cross break gems, which helps out a lot. No, X break. Still get confused about these doggone gems. X break, cross break, even though it's right in the name. To each his own, right? To each his own. Oh, Lord. She's trying to kill me. We might legitimately might lose this one. I really don't know how to feel. We're just gonna take that road break right there. There we go. Oh man, she's putting us in a corner. She's putting us in a very, very bad corner right now. We might catch the L on this one. All right, so what are you going to do? Your move, kick out easy. Even if we lose, man, I'm not even tripping. We already won 3 matches already, so to lose the final one ain't going to really bother me that bad because, well, we've been putting in work. So we're going to drop that down again. All right, now we're going to go after our blue. I hate when this stuff falls in her favor, man. I just hate when boards fall in the opponent's favor. That's just point blank, period. I should have said that, worded that correctly. So here she goes. She didn't load up for her submission this time around. Okay, that's cool. Now we're going to get a blue match right here. Again, please keep in mind, I know some of y'all are always like, get to the point, Zeke. Why is it taking you so long? I'm like, again, guys, like, y'all got to keep in mind the fact that I ain't got no perks on her, so I'm not turning nobody. There's more than likely chance that one of the other guys, David Boy or OG Gerson, or Big Papa Bride, DJ and ZT, Benny, they got perks for days, okay? But I'm just showing you the full effect of what she's going to be like running when you have an MP on her and when you are in a situation where you don't have perks, okay? Like, this is after the MLC's over and said and done, okay? This is the bread and butter. This is what you're going to be running and utilizing when it's all said and done, when it's over. So we'll see what happens, okay? We got to load it up. And boom, she's going to be done. We got another 4 out of 4. Can't even be mad. But that was definitely tedious. But the point is, like I said, versatility. 4 builds in the video. Yeah, it's basically about the crossover 30 minutes after discussion. But Wendi got at least packs a punch in the sense that she's going to be versatile. You won't get tired, and these glitches are creeping me out, man. One thing y'all want to make sure, when the kickoff talent up event, starts for this brand new MLC, I strongly suggest waiting until around 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so that you are able to get your milestones and any bugs and glitches are fixed, because that's just so weird. I was so hyped. I still remember when I tried to pull for when I was going for Lita and she looked so weird, and then they finally fixed her later on. Like, that whole eye thing been freaked me out, and that's been going on for a while. And because she's a Showboat, you already know what that means. Tons of health packs. So 34 health packs for a 4-star gold Wendi Richter rock and roll. Now, when it comes to this female champion, again, I really don't know who Wendi is. I know of her name. I've seen her in glimpses, but she's never been a standout name to me. But I also, from what I understand, she was a former 2-time WWF women's champion. So that's something, some regard. And maybe because we're going back, taking it back in the day, maybe we'll see Medusa. Maybe we'll run into Alundra Blaze. That's what I'm looking for. We might be getting some more badass female champions in the game. So this might be a good look in the direction of 2020, and it's a solid way to end 2019. So I can't really be mad about that, because no lie, they've actually been showing a lot of love to the females as of late with, like I said, Zombie Paige, China, Ninth Wonder of the World, Stratisfaction Trish, and now we got Rockin' Wrestling Wendi Richter. But for me, the ultimate build for her, hands down, and I'm a little OCD about how I place my bills, would definitely be the finisher, the powerbomb, the leg drop, and the arm wrench. And I would also say that with this build, I mean, you've seen it. You've seen like the different ways that I could run her. Putting steel on her would be a great look. That there's no way around that. You could also put, instead of mat, for multiplied gem strength, we can go to move destroy right here, and you could see we could put DDP on here to destroy my yellow gems. We could also put Cesaro on here to destroy more green gems with that finisher to make it more cyclable. Plus, think about this. For MLCs, when it comes to perks, any perks that have a boost and increase in multiplied gem strength, or, gem generation and everything, that's going to definitely benefit her. So she's definitely going to be a solid champion. Going up against a lot of submission type females, of course. We didn't go up against Paige. We didn't go up against Natty. We didn't go up against Asuka. A lot of these females have submissions. So you definitely want to keep that in high regard. So having Brutus on there will be beast mode. Also equipping Charlotte Flair for Showboats, having Charlotte Flair on there, same class, for the amount of damage, especially going up against Ronda, who's going to be packing a heavy punch. This is definitely going to benefit you. So, Wendi, for me, I mean, I'm going to do the best I can to clear the milestones to get her up to at least 3-star silver. I'm really just trying to sit back and save resources and just stack up for 2020. Hopefully, y'all do the same. I just want to clear out that prize wall. Hopefully, I can get that Russian gear that I saw for my Volkov, because I plan on taking him up to 4-star bronze very soon. But ultimately, for me, I loved running Jeff. So I don't have an issue with running Wendi, but I will state this though: I am not a fan of like duplicate champions. We got we have Bremo Beast Mode, who's basically a duplicate of Cass. We got Trish, who's basically a duplicate of Brock Lesnar. There's been a lot of duplicate champions as of late, and I mean, I'm not against it. It is what it is. I'm just not a fan of it. I feel that this game's still pretty young in terms of like, lifespan for there to already be duplicate of like traits and builds for champions. And again, let's consider this. There were no perks on Wendi. There were no straps or medals equipped to this Wendi. So this is like the be all end all, what you see, what you got type tip for this situation. The other YouTubers, they might present something different for you, and by all means, support all of them, support all of us for what we do. But for me, this is what you're getting if you don't have perks equipped. You got your trainers on, your MPs taken care of, your gem gen, your gem destroy, your gem modifier. What you see is what you get. Wendy's a pretty solid free-to-play champion. Again, she's going to have special tokens to help her evolve. So make sure to check the stats out on the blog page so you know how many tokens you're going to need overall in order to get her up. I would suggest trying your best to get her at 3-star silver and then work your way up to 3-star gold, 4-star bronze, silver, and gold respectfully if you want her. I don't know how it's going to work out this time around because, again, I didn't even know who she really was. I've heard of her. I've read about her in the WWE Superstar Encyclopedia book before. I've come across her name a couple times, but she's obviously like the Legend era, and hence why it's a Legend-based era category MLC to conclude December, just like we had an Attitude Reunion for November. Here we are with Christmas Chaos. paying love and homage to the forefathers and foremothers of this thing who laid down the foundation of the champions and wrestlers that we all know and love today. Maybe this is a glimpse. Maybe we might end up getting an opportunity to check out, Bruno Sammartino coming into here, Luthez, Pedro Morales. Maybe they'll show up, but who knows? Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, she's going to be free to play. You can literally just put one dupe TP into one of your champions today, and boom, you got her unlocked. So either fuse hunt for her, go in on the kickoff banner loot to pull her at a higher rarity, do what you feel is necessary to help your roster, to help your faction fam. But I feel that she's going to be different. Definitely going to be different. Another Showboat female. So I believe now we have Charlotte, Paige, Becky, and Wendi. So we got 4 Showboat females now. So we already got the modern era definitely covered. And now we got a legend Showboat female. That's cool. But again, she's basically like a female Showboat duplicate of Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys. So if you got Steel, you're good. If you got Cesaro, everyone has Cesaro. If you got Cesaro, if you got DDP, again, everyone has DDP. Usually. If you don't have Matt, well, good luck to you for pulling him, because more than likely he might show up on a loot banner because he's needed for her. And on top of that, his shards are available within the free daily bag. So start stacking those up, my boy. Maybe you had a couple of them laying around and you're going to be able to unlock him soon at 3-star gold. But ultimately, Wendy's a solid free-to-play champion. Again, this is a run. These were runs without perks involved. Nothing but MP, trainers, coaches, no perks, no titles, no straps. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I've been long-winded. We are 41 minutes in on a free-to-play champion, y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. If you stuck around, cool. If you weren't able to get through it, I understand and respect that completely. But thank you for your support. Thank you to Champions and Scopely for allowing me this opportunity to do this video on the lovely goddess of rock and wrestling herself, Wendi Richter, Showboat legend. Bad times don't last. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, you've been around for a while, and you finally decide that, hey, yo, you want to finally be a part of the bad guy, a.k.a. the Omni Villains, hashtag beloved champions fam, or beloved hashtag champions fam. I get tongue-tied at times. Do yourselves a favor after liking this video by dropping a people's elbow on the subscribe button, as well as hitting a razor's edge on that bell icon to receive all future notifications from this channel. Mad love to every single one of you on my beloved hashtag champions fam. Good pulling, good feuding, good blitzing, good farming. It's definitely a good time to be a champion. Leave your thoughts and your comments in the space below, and be sure to share this video wherever you can, and share this with your faction mates. And if you don't, support the other broskies, DJ Anon ZT, Benny, Big Papa Brian, OG Gerson, Christian on air. Support the crew, because we are here for each and every single one of you. And I hope many of you signed up for that brand new beta testing for Champions. Got a lot of cool little, mechanics about to be implemented. Let's see what happens. Wendi, you got my 2 thumbs up on this for your versatility alone. And I look forward to seeing what other great things are to come in December 2019's Christmas Chaos MLC. Until next time, peace.